Hello guys, how's everyone doing? So I went on down up in these YouTube streets to do a little bit of my investigation on the infamous Sylvia. And what I got out of the infamous Sylvia is that she believes in God. Yeah, I believe in God too, but I don't play with God. She wants to use God when it's right for her. But she says she changed, but she's also a messy person too. Now that all of this, like she had this big interview with Sonya, but before that she was putting Sonya down. She was talking about Sonya, and if you call yourself, one of these big Bible-thumping Christians, ain't no way that you were supposed to be talking about Sonya or judging Sonya. Not the type of Christian that you call yourself to be, Miss Sylvia. Because if that's the kind of Christian you call yourself to be, this holy roly Christian, you are not supposed to be judging nobody. If anything, you're supposed to be praying for those people where they're at. Not talking about them, not putting them down, not talking up under their clothes, none of that. So see, God say, either you're going to be for me or you're not going to be for me. Either you're going to be with me, you're not going to be with me. You can't be in the middle. Those type of people, God spews out his mouth. And at one point, Miss Sylvia, you was on the fence, judgmental Christian. But see, Sonya, even though she don't believe in God, her discernment showed the real you. See, that's why it's good to be you all the time. Be the person that you are all the time. Don't put on this fake and phony fraud crap. Be the person that you are. But I think you use Miss Sonya so you can get on up in there with Ernesto. Because after you got in there with Ernesto, then you started putting Sonya down again. Because Sonya didn't want to have nothing to do with you, or she didn't want to be intertwined in all of this mess. You wanted to do an interview with Dre and interview with everybody that was close to Ernesto. But you was using Sonya to get close to them. And Sonya saw you for who you are. You really didn't care about nothing that she was going through. It was just to get your foot in the door to speak to Ernesto. And then you get up there and you have this phone conversation or in-person conversation with Ernesto, reading him all these scriptures and asking him, do he understand in this and that? That's one of those phony Christians. That's one of those phony Christians. Because you out here doing the opposite of what you're trying to tell him. Oh, do you believe in this or do you believe in that? No, I'm not judging you about your relationship with God. It's just your actions are showing one of those in the middle Christians. Of course, at least that's what I see about you, Miss Sylvia. And Miss Sylvia, if you are out to help the people, you pray for people where they at. At first you was going with the with everybody else, believing that this man, I already did it before he even had trial and all of that. And then if you was, one of them straight up and down Christians, you would never agree with Sonya and wanted to know the details about her and Ernesto, because Ernesto is a married man. And with Sonya, he has stepped out of his marriage. See, that's against God's will. You can't just agree with some part of God. You gotta be obedient to God's everything. And then all of a sudden, to right now, today, you get arrested at the courthouse trying to, I guess, do a story on Ernesto about a bond, but God showed you that you playing, that you don't play with him. Because as you was in there getting set up, ready to record this about Ernesto, you get arrested with 2 warrants. I haven't found the information about why those warrants was issued to you, but it's something to do with stalking or something like that. And then another thing is about R. Kelly. R. Kelly been convicted. Now I can see you sticking by Ernesto or wanting to support him because innocent until proven guilty, but R. Kelly's already been convicted. But you still rah-rahing about him. Maybe he didn't do all of those things that people said he did, but he's been convicted of those. So people that still out here sporting that evil stuff, that's not a God, Miss Sylvia. So, see, sometimes when we play with God, God has a way of showing us that either you're going to be about it, not just no mouth work. He has a way of showing you that either you're going to be with me or you're not. And I think these warrants came about because God is tired of you putting on that facade of us perfect Christians, looking down on others, judging others, when you're doing wrong yourself. The perfect Christian don't judge people. They love people where they're at. They pray for those said people where they at for them to do better. Not sit up and judge them and talk about them. That's why so many people run away from Christianity. Because of, y'all judgmental Christians. So, Miss Sylvia, God just giving you a little bit of your medicine. That's probably why you got those warrants. Either you gonna be for God, you say you changed, you weren't doing that messy stuff no more. I don't know, Miss Sylvia. You better get on the right foot or get left, because God don't like nobody playing with him. And you see that. Either you're going to be obedience to God's will and his way and stop playing half-stepping, or just don't even speak of God, or don't, that keep your relationship with God to yourself. Don't come out here trying to judge people and convict people, because God will show you different. If you haven't already, please hit that subscribe button. Become part of my family. I would love to have you. Then give me a thumbs up so my video could get out to others. I'm trying to get a bag too. And then drop down there in the comment section and tell me your thoughts on this incident with the infamous Sylvia. Do you think she's getting punishment back for playing with God? Claiming to be this perfect Christian, but then sneaking around doing messy stuff, and God just giving her a warning to either get right or get left? Leave it down there in the comment section. Until my next video, and from El Salvador, I'm going to throw these peace signs at y'all, and y'all be blessed. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button. And peace.